Now at 4, it's a story Western Mass News first reported and has been following for weeks. Gas service shut off at a Springfield apartment building as crews continue to search for the source of that leak. Several residents complained to the city council that this has been going on for way too long. Western Mass News reporter James Villalobos joins us live from outside the apartment with the latest on this situation. James?
Jeff, we can report that progress is being made here at the Maples Apartments. Dave Cotter of the city's code enforcement tells me that 60 of the 102 affected units have had their gas restored.
Unfortunately, it's lasted longer than it should have.
Residents at the Maples Apartments in Springfield tell Western Mass News they first had their gas shut off on September 12th after a leak was detected. As a precaution, the gas lines to stoves were shut off throughout the entire building. The property manager says they wanted to prevent a similar tragedy to what happened in the Merrimack Valley. City Councilor Melvin Edwards has been involved with the issue since the start.
The first and most important thing is that nobody died. There was no explosion, there was no fire, and there was no tragic loss of life due to the situation.
Edwards says that he understands the frustrations this is causing for residents, but he encourages them to document all of their expenses. At
some point, they're going to have an opportunity to go before a housing court judge and file a claim for reimbursement for everything that they've expended.
Inspection crews are slowly but surely restoring gas to residents. What's made the situation tougher is that every apartment unit doesn't have a shut-off valve.
So what they had to go do was go apartment by apartment, step by step. We put a shut-off valve for each apartment. Once they get enough of those done and they can get to a stop point, then they have to have an inspector come out, inspect their work.
It's a work in progress that Edwards says needs to be resolved soon.
At this point, patience is not part of the conversation any longer. They have been patient. They've gone too long. They've waited too long.
At this point, there is no estimate on when all the units will have their gas restored. Last night, City Councilor Tim Ryan suggested having the city take receivership of this building. So in the coming weeks, the City Council will reach out to the city's legal department to discuss next steps. Live in Springfield, James Villalobos, Western Mass News.